So the maybe his latest heroine must be, she was born when he was the hero of the first film.
He didn't even allow me to bring my wife to the location. See how cruel he was.
I thought, let people know his real age. Let him not touch a single girl in the whole movie.
But don't you think you are going against your image by doing this kind of?
On that note, I want to do something different from the usual so-called chocolate.
And your salt and pepper look doesn't have anything to do with the great Tamil actor Talaj.
Yeah, Charlene was my first heroine and she is Tala's wife. Malayalam films are getting a big competition from big budget Tamil Telugu films.
I've been called new generation filmmaker. Crazy. Mammootty sir and Mohanlal sir, I haven't worked because I haven't.
He writes the script during the dubbing session as well.
Welcome to Red Carpet. I'm hosting it in Kochi at the audio launch of Lord Livingstone Kandi. And we have with us Anil Radhakrishnan Menon, the dynamic young director who's been making waves in Malayalam cinema. Welcome to the show, Anil.
Thank you.
And here with us is the most romantic hero of all time in Malayalam cinema, Kunchako Boban. Welcome.
Thank you.
Chacoan.
I'm humble.
Okay, let's talk about Lord Livingstone Kandi.
Yeah.
My first question, you're a great romantic hero in Malayalam cinema. I remember from Aniyate Prava right to modern days, even in your latest movie, Jamna Pyare. So, why did you choose a film where you're doing something totally different? And as Anil said at the audio launch, you are not even having a romantic scene in the movie.
Let alone any romantic scene. I'm not even having a single shot where I'm able to come near to a lady. So,
You're not even touching a lady.
No, not at all. But to say anything about Lord Livingstone Kandi, I must say that's one of a kind of its film, at least in Malayalam film industry, Malayalam film scenario. And actually, I didn't choose Kandi. The director chose me, and I'm damn lucky to be part of this wonderful crew, wonderful film. And by seeing the trailers, teasers, hearing the songs and the visuals and all, I must say that I'm blessed actually to be part of this.
Anil, the people say that you are a path breaker. Okay. You created a new way films are being made. Okay. Just tell us how you came across to Malayalam cinema, because I've been told that you are basically in the advertising field and then you came to cinema.
So, first of all, thank you for calling me young, and you added a word, I don't remember exactly.
Dynamic.
Young dynamic director. Thank you for that. So it took time for me to make my first. Maybe one reason was, I haven't learned filmmaking. I haven't been assistant to any filmmaker. So I just came into this industry, maybe without knowing anything. I just wanted to do my kind of films, which I would enjoy. And it was mostly unconventional kind of movies. So I made 3 movies which I believe are unconventional and which has this commercial aspect to it, and luckily people enjoyed it.
നമ്മൾ പോകുന്ന ഗ്രാമത്തിന്റെ പേരെന്താന്നാ പറഞ്ഞേ?
ഏഴായിരം കണ്ടി. വേഗം പറ്റി. നേരെ 8 ഓ മാനം നോക്കി സമയം പറയൂ. വാച്ചില്ലേ?
Don't you think you are going against your image by doing this kind of movie? Because people accept romance from you. I mean, you are there. All your most successful movies have been romance packed.
Yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, it was the same. It was the case. But from an actor's point of view, see, from a star's point of view, the commercial successes are always welcome. But from an actor's point of view, apart from the commercial success of a film, there must be something which keeps the fire inside him. a light. On that note, I want to do something different from the usual so-called chocolate roles that I have been doing. But then Chachu came with something entirely different, and which I wanted to do out and out. Because the first thing he wanted to do with me was no romance. So okay, fine, that's cool. And I want you in a salt and pepper look. That is, I said, that's too cool. And I was ready for that. And it was entirely shot inside dense forests, extreme climatic conditions, and there were leeches around, snakes. But in spite of all these hardships, all these turmoils, we were enjoying it.
So you had a great camaraderie during the shoot.
That's one thing. I mean, like the comfortable thing I was talking earlier. I had a very comfortable time with all of them. They adjusted. I mean, it was a tough shoot. Like you said, leeches all over.
So you could see more salt than the sea
Yeah.
on the hill station which we were shooting.
Where was the location?
In Wayanad, Kuruva Dweep. Then I went to Adirapalli, Varachal. And then I went to Idiki, where I shot in many forests of Idiki.
Because the visuals look stunning.
Do they?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Jayesh Nair. He has been doing
Regular cameraman.
we did 3 films together. One good thing about Jayesh is he doesn't use much of artificial lights. So mostly it was shot in natural lights. Even if it is a fire, only fire sequence, he didn't use another extra light it was only fire. So that's one reason everything looked so natural, and the green looked really green.
ഇനിയും ഒരാളാലും മോഷ്ടിക്കപ്പെടാത്ത നിധികളുള്ള ഒരു ഗ്രാമം. എന്നാൽ ഏത് നിമിഷവും ഈ നിധി കൊള്ളയടിക്കപ്പെട്ടെ.
Do you feel that Tamil films is a major influence in Malayalam?
Actually, the Malayalam films are getting a big competition from big budget Tamil Telugu films. Actually, even the producers of this film, they released blockbusters like
Bahubali
big budget films like I and Bahubali. And at that time, were sort of heavy competition for big Malayalam films as well. But then competition brings out the best in.
We understand the language. Most of them, I mean, in Kerala they speak Hindi and Tamil.
Yeah, actually I can even write and read Tamil. So the good thing about the Malayali audience is that when they see a Hindi film, they become a North Indian. When they see a Tamil film, he is a Pakka Tamilian. When he sees a Hollywood film, he is a Pakka Angrezi guy.
So in a way, the Malayali audience is the best in many ways. Anil, this is basically, if you really look at it, it's a multi-starrer in one way. You have, Sunny Wayne, you have that very impressive actor, Karamana, and other people. And Nedumudi Venu, he's one of the best actors ever in Malayalam cinema. Just tell us about your cast and why you chose these actors. Because in all your earlier films also, if you remember Saptamasri, that was also a multi-starrer in a way. Please tell me about it.
I'm a very lazy person. Very lazy person. So once, if I'm comfortable with someone, I just continue with the same person. If you look at my technicians, most of them have done all the 3 films with me. Like that, Vernu Chetan has been, he has been part of all the 3 films. There is Chemban Vinojos. He was there in all the 3 films. The subjects I chose, it needed multicast. After these movies, I want to do a movie with 4 walls and 2 actors. It was so difficult to manage them. I had to give them equal screen space. So for me, what I believe is, an actor should be able to do any kind of roles. Same case went for Chacoan. Maybe I was a bit jealous. This fellow, I don't know how old he is. Even though he looks 25, he must be really old. And he has been doing all these, romantic roles over the past, 3 or 4 decades. So I thought, let people know his real age. We'll make him grey
Yeah, without makeup.
without makeup, and let him not touch a single girl in the whole movie. Touched a single.
He didn't even allow me to bring my wife to the location. See how cruel he was.
He has said that he enjoyed working with some of the most beautiful assistants in the film.
That's true.
And that's true also. I also
Yeah, I do have quite a few good assistants. I wouldn't call them assistants. My direction team has like 4 girls. I believe that girls can do equal well as any other guy.
നമ്മളൊരു 10-25 കിലോമീറ്റർ ഓടിയിട്ടുണ്ടാവോ?
മഴ വന്ന തന്നിയോടോ അട്ടിക്കുള്ള പൂമണക്കം.
Chacoan, you've been here for what, 15 years or 17 years?
17.
17 years.
He said 18 years. So the maybe his latest heroine must be she was born when he was the hero of the first film.
See, he is getting ruder again and again.
So tell us about your experience in the last 17 years. You've gone through. See, Malayalam cinema has changed totally. Would you agree with me?
Yeah, now people can experiment in films, especially in Malayalam, because so-called cliches as well as something more extremes. So any genre of film, if it entertains people, it's commercially viable as well. So on that part, I think Anil is doing a good job, because his 2 other films, they were both critically and commercially accepted and successful. So I think, but for Erairam Kandi, I think he has set a new standard or benchmark for Malayalam film as a whole, and I think it's at par with international films.
Are you giving dates to new young directors with different ideas?
Yeah, of course, definitely, because that keeps me younger. Because new guys come up with fresher ideas, new thoughts, new looks. Even with Anil, Chachu's case also, it's the same thing. Because, as he said, he is doing something very unconventional. I think that the raw feel of that film, or the rawness or freshness of that making, makes his films acceptable, both commercially and critically as well.
Anil, do you feel that you have broken into the Malayalam cinema, and like that, similarly, more young people are also breaking in? How is the scene today as a director?
Like Chacoan said, there are many new, young, raw, talent youngsters whom like me. I'm. Is it okay if I compare myself?
Yourself
I include me in the youngsters list.
That's another thing which is debatable actually.
Yeah.
Because when we say new people coming with fresher ideas, it's not just the younger chaps are coming.
Older chaps.
Older chaps are also coming, but with younger thoughts. I mean, fresh thoughts. That's the point.
I've been called new generation filmmaker.
Yeah.
Crazy. What is? I'm yet to understand what is new generation film.
That's because you're working with all actors below 40 years old, and you haven't yet worked with the pillars of the Malayalam film industry, Mohanlal and Mammootty.
Mammootty sir and Mohanlal sir, I haven't worked because I haven't. I don't have the kind of subject which I could go to them and ask them to do a film.
What do you feel about the younger lot of actors' commitment and other things?
One thing, I can begin with Fahad. Every day he comes up with new ideas. So he comes and let's do like this. How will it be? He's like that. And when I did a movie with Prithvi Raj, he does his homework. He's perfect. I don't have to go for another take. I've worked with Asif also. Equally, is a good actor. And the best thing about Chacoan, even though he has done only romantic kind of roles, he's so flexible. There's a great actor in him, which I believe every filmmaker should try to drill it, get it out of him or something.
എന്തായാലും നിങ്ങളാരും ഇല്ലെങ്കിലും എനിക്കിവരെ വിട്ടുപോകാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഇത് അവരുടെ നാടല്ലേ. ഇവിടുന്ന് അവരെ ഓടിച്ചാൽ പിന്നെ അവരെവിടെ പോയി ജീവിക്കും?
Just give us a brief on what is Lord Livingstone Ezhaayiram Kandi about.
It's a fantasy of mine. Fantasy in the sense, it's kind of a realistic fantasy. It doesn't have, like I said, three-horned monsters or any peculiar kind of creatures. I'm making this movie for the environment. I would say this is a movie for the nature.
You are the hero of the film, Chacoan.
No,
So
not
and at the trailer, yeah, in the trailer you say that I will not leave. So what does it indicate? I will not leave the forest. I will not.
You see, one thing I found really interesting in this film is its attachment with the nature. Even in describing the nature, he has given some layerings in which the entire human society is being driven. So he is having a sort of a satirical take on it, which I can't detail it, but maybe
I
some people
understand.
can understand while seeing the film.
And
they
your
can feel it.
salt and pepper look
Yeah.
doesn't have anything to do with the great Tamil actor Tala Ajit's salt and pepper look.
Nothing like, don't even try to compare with that.
Yeah. Your first
as a-
heroine
Yeah.
is
Okay, now I know where you're coming. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, Charlene was my first heroine,
Ah.
and she is Tala's wife.
Yeah.
And the funniest part is that I'm gonna do a film along with Shamli as well.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's news.
That's
Yeah.
It's not at all planned. It just happened. I mean, Anitya Prabhu just happened when I was the least interested in doing a film. But that happened, and it just turned the world upside down for me, for better, for the better side. And after 17 years, I'm again acting along with her sister. Her comeback film as a heroine, first film in Malayalam. It's called Vallim Thetti Pullim Thetti. And the crew are youngsters, the director, the scriptwriter, the musician. Music
Is it a
director.
romantic role?
Yeah, it's sort of a romantic role, but not the cliche type. I mean, it's got something entertaining. The first poster of her, I mean, still pictures of Shamli, which we released, was taken by Tala Ajit.
Wow. Anil, what are your expectations on Livingstone? Do you think, are you nervous about its box office success or not?
I've never been nervous. I mean, I've never been anxious. I mean, how the result is going to be. And I made the movie as an audience. I wouldn't say that, I created something.
Do you go with a bound script for your films?
I don't.
Not even on the sets, forget about that. He writes the script during the dubbing session as well. Actually, when I came for the dub and all, I was pretty cool. I mean, I just had little dialogues, so sparse dialogues. So I thought I can wind it up in a day or two, maybe maximum 2 days. But this guy, you just screwed me up. He was giving
I had
big
to dub
lot
for
of.
5 days and again a day is left.
So that's how things are.
I mean, I have a strange kind of belief. Write the script after the movie. Make the movie, then write the script.
Make the movie much better.
It will make the movie much better.
Anyway, it's very interesting talking to these both guys. They have got very good ideas and they will take Malayalam cinema to newer heights.